Hello, students. Peace be with you all. Stay safe. I, Mrs. Smita Deshmukh, teacher of Holy Cross Convent English High School, with the help and guidance of Easy Test app, we will start with the remaining part of inscribed angle, intercepted arc, and cyclic quadrilateral of chapter number 3, Circle. Let's begin. Cyclic points. If 2 points are given, if 2 points on the given line subtend equal angles at two distinct points which lie on the same side of the line, then the 4 points are known as concyclic. Getting what I said? Here one of the line is given. Now from this line, this angle is drawn, that is angle PQ, PSR, PSQ and PRQ. Okay, both are equal in measure. Both angles are equal in measure and they land up on ray PQ. Okay, so from this means their end point lies on the same line, right? So from this we come to the conclusion that all these 4 points, that is point P, Q, R, S, are concyclic. Or okay, so we are going to prove this now. Fine. Now what is given to us? The given part is that angles are congruent, that is angle PSR and angle PSQ and angle PRQ are equal. Okay, what we have to prove? We have to prove that point P, S, R, Q are concyclic. Okay, now here we have to do certain construction over here. The construction is, we have to take point 3 points as we have done in the previous one, the converse of cyclic quadrilateral. We have started with the statement that only one circle can pass through three non-collinear points. Okay, that concept we have to take, and then we have to suppose that point R is in the exterior of the circle. Okay, same way it is drawn, point R is exterior of the circle. Same line we have to solve, right? As it is exterior of the circle, then there is one of the point T on the circle. Okay, due to which the quadrilateral so forming is cyclic quadrilateral, right? Now here what is given to us? Given part is PSQ and PRQ are congruent. Okay, are equal, right? But through inscribed angle theorem, PSQ will be equal to PTQ, right? Through inscribed angle theorem. From these two equations, we come to a conclusion. The conclusion is angle PTQ is equal to angle PRQ. Okay. Now this is my equation number 3. But angle PTQ is exterior angle of triangle QRT or TRQ. Okay, exterior angle. So by exterior angle property, naturally angle PTQ will be greater than angle TRQ, right? But this one is contradicting my equation number 3, statement number 3, right? So whatever our assumption was, that is wrong, that the point R lies outside the circle. Point R cannot lie outside the circle. Okay, it will be either inside the circle or on the circle. Now inside the circle we will solve. Fine. So if point R is inside the circle, interior of the circle, okay, so from here what we come to, point R is inside the circle. What is given to us? Given part is PSR is equal to PSQ is equal to PRQ. Okay, this is what is given to us. Angle PSQ is equal to angle PRQ, given part. Okay, now by inscribed angle theorem, PSQ is equal to angle PTQ. Okay, two equations, same angle is equal to different two angles. Okay, so that different two angles will be equal to one another. From 1 and 2 we come to the conclusion that PRQ is equal to PTQ, right? But this is my equation number 3. But PRQ is exterior angle of triangle TRQ. So naturally PRQ will be greater than angle PTQ, right? So as it is greater, it is contradicting equation number 3, right? As it is contradicting equation number 3, whatever we have assumed is equation number 6, sorry. So whatever we have assumed is wrong. So point is not lying inside the circle, it is not lying outside the circle also. So where the point will lie? So point will lie on the circle. Okay, so from here we come to the conclusion that point P, S, R, Q are concyclic. Now what is concyclic? Concyclic means if the two distinct points, if the angles are drawn from the same line, if they are congruent, if angles are congruent, then all the 4 points are concyclic. I hope I am clear. Now we move on to the activity. The activity given to us is as such that if two chords of the circle intersect each other in the interior of the circle, then the measure of the angle between them is half the sum of measure of the arc intercepted by the angle and its opposite angle. We have to complete the proof by writing the statements in the boxes. Okay. Now now boxes are not drawn. I have underlined the statements which are to be written over in the box. Okay. So what is given to us? The given part is circle with center O and chord CD and AB intersect each other at point E. Okay. DC and AB intersects at point E inside the circle. Where it is intersecting? Inside the circle. To prove angle CEB is equal to half measure arc AD plus measure arc CB. Okay, this we have to prove. We have to join DB over here. Okay, after joining DB, what do we get? Angle ABD. Angle ABD will be equal to half measure arc AD, right? Angle CDB will be half measure arc CB. Okay. Now just concentrate on the triangle EDB. Okay. This triangle angle CEB is exterior angle of triangle EDB. Okay. As it is exterior angle, so angle CEB will be equal to sum of these two remote interior angles, that is angle EDB plus angle EBD. Okay, till here. But what is angle EDB in terms of arc? It is half measure arc CB. What is angle EBD in terms of arc? It is half measure arc AD. So what do I come to the conclusion? That angle CEB is equal to half measure arc CB plus half measure arc AD. Half is common, so the equation turns out to be angle CEB is equal to half measure arc AD plus plus measure arc CB. I hope I am clear. Okay. Now we come to the next activity. The statement of the next activity is, if two lines containing chord of a circle intersect each other outside the circle. The previous one was inside the circle. We have to add. This is outside the circle. Then the measure of the angle between them is half the difference in the measure of the arc intercepted by the angle. We have to complete the proof. So what is given part? Given part is circle with center O, okay, and A, B and C, E are the two lines intersecting each other at point E, okay, and they are intersecting the circle at point A and C, B and D, okay. Now here, what we have to prove? We have to prove that angle ABC is half measure arc AC minus measure arc BD, okay. We have to draw BC, okay. When I have drawn BC, measure angle ABC will be equal to half measure arc AC, right? Measure angle BCD will be equal to half measure arc BD. Inscribed angle theorem, okay. Now here, what I have to prove is angle ABC is an exterior angle, right? As it is an exterior angle, so angle ABC is equal to angle BEC plus angle BCE, okay. So angle ABC will be equal to angle EC plus angle BCD. So I'll substitute the arcs now. So what will be the measure of angle AEC? The measure of angle ACE will be equal to half measure arc AC minus measure arc BD. Now we'll start with the problems. Practice set number 3.4, the very first problem over here. In circle with center O, length of chord AB is equal to the radius of the circle. Find the measure of each of the following. Very first one, angle AOB and angle ACB, arc AB and arc ACB. Now, how to solve all these problems? These problems are based on cyclic quadrilateral, inscribed angle theorem, their corollaries, properties, okay, whatever we have learned till now, okay. Now, very first thing, what is given to us? Chord is equal to the radius. What is the radius over here? Radius is OA and OB, okay. OA and OB is equal to AB. So, it is equilateral triangle, right? As it is equilateral triangle, the angle forming at point O, or all the three angles are 60 degree, okay. All the three angles are 60 degree. Now, we have to find out angle ACB. Angle ACB is equal to half measure arc AOB, okay. So, it is half of 60, that is equal to 30 degree, right. Now, we have to find out measure arc AB. Measure arc AB will be equal to measure arc AB. AB will be equal to the measure of central angle, that is equal to 60 degree. Now we are supposed to find out measure of arc ACB. Now to find out measure of arc ACB, we have to find out, we have to subtract from the measure of the circle this minor arc, okay. Minor arc AB, okay. So here it will be 360 minus 60. So that is equal to 300. So the measure of arc ACB is equal to 300. I hope I am clear. So all the 4 points we have done over here. Very first one, that was measure of angle AOB, that is equal to 60 degree. Then angle ACB is half of measure arc angle AOB. So it is equal to half of 60 equal to 30 degree. Then measure arc AB is equal to measure angle AOB, definition of minor arc, that is equal to 60 degree. Then measure arc ACB is equal to 360 minus measure arc AB, that is 360 minus 60, that is equal to 300. Now the next problem. in the figure, quadrilateral PQRS is cyclic quadrilateral. PQ is equal to RQ. This PQ is equal to RQ. And PSR is given to us as 110. We are supposed to find out measure of angle PQR. Okay. Now here PSR is given to us and PQR. They are forming opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral, so they are supplementary. So angle PSR plus angle PQR equal to 180 degree. So it is 110 plus angle PQR equal to 180. So angle PQR will be equal to 180 minus 110. So angle PQR will be equal to 70 degree. Okay. After that, we have to find out measure arc QR. So to go for that, first we have to find out measure arc PQR. Okay. So angle PSR is half of measure arc PQR. Okay. So arc PQR will be equal to 110 into 2. So that is equal to 220 degree. Fine. Next, chord PQ is equal to chord RQ. So two arcs are equal, that is RQ is equal to QR. Okay. Now both arcs are equal, so that is equal to X. So 2X is equal to 220. 220 we have calculated just now. So what will be X? X will be equal to 110. Okay. The next one is measure angle PRQ we have to find out. So measure angle PRQ. PRQ will be half measure arc PQ. PQ just now we have calculated, it is equal to 110. So half of 110 is equal to 55 degrees. So measure of angle PRQ is equal to 55 degree. We have completed two problems over here. We are going to start with the third problem. Very interesting problem. So here quadrilateral MRPN is cyclic, where angle R is given to us in terms of equation, that is 5x minus 13, and angle N is given to us as 4x plus 4. Find the measure of angle R and N. Okay. Now first we have to find out whether this R and N are opposite angles. So from this MRPN, R and N are cyclic. Okay. So by cyclic quadrilateral theorem, R and N, angle R and angle N is equal to 180 degree. That is angle R plus angle N equal to 180 degree. Then we'll write their respective measures. So the respective measures are 5x minus 13 plus 4x plus 4 equal to 180 degree. I'll open the bracket. So it is 5x minus 13, 4x plus 4 equal to 110. 180. So here 5x and 9x will be added. So it turns out to be 9x, and minus 13 plus 4 is minus 9. So it will be 9x minus 9 equal to 180. 9x equal to 180 plus 9. This 9 will go to the other side. So it turns out to be plus. So 180 plus 9 is 189. So 9x is equal to 189. So x will be equal to 189 upon 9, that is equal to 21. So measure of angle R first we'll find out, that is 5x minus 13. So it is equal to 5 into 21 minus 13. When I solve this, I get 92 degree as the measure of angle R. Similarly, if I calculate for measure of angle N, it is 4x minus plus 4. So it is 4 into 21 plus 4. When it is calculated, the measure turns out to be 88. Now you have to cross check whether the answer is correct or not. Add this two and find out whether it is coming as equal to 180. So 92 plus 88 is equal to 180. So our calculation, whatever we have done, is right. Now we come to the next problem. In the next problem, segment RS is diameter of the circle with the center O. Point T lies in the exterior of the circle. Prove that RST is an acute angle. Okay, so here angle, let RT intersects the circle at point M. Okay, see figure number 2. RT intersects the circle at point M. Then RS is the diameter. So the angle inscribed in the diameter is 90 degree, right? So SM will be perpendicular to RT. So TSM, the triangle so forming is right angle triangle. Now sum of all the angles is TMS plus angle MTS plus angle TSM is equal to 180 degree. Sum of all angles of a triangle is supplementary. Substituting the value of angle TMS, so it is 90 plus angle MTS plus angle TSM equal to 180 degree. Therefore, measure of angle MTS plus angle TSM equal to 90. Now, as the sum is equal to 90, so ultimately the one angle will be smaller than 90. Now, MTS is smaller than 90, and if MTS is smaller than 90, so in place of M, I can take R, as M lies between R and T. So it can be RTS is smaller than 90. Here we come to the conclusion that angle RTS is an acute angle. I hope I am clear. We are on fifth problem of this exercise. The fifth problem asks us to prove that any rectangle is a cyclic quadrilateral. Given part is quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle. Okay. Now here, to prove quadrilateral ABCD is cyclic quadrilateral. Given part is quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle, so all angles will be equal to 90 degree, angles of the rectangle. Then if I substitute for two of the angles, then angle A plus angle C, opposite angles, will be equal to 90 plus 90 equal to 180 degree. As two opposite angles of a quadrilateral is 90, so the given quadrilateral, that is quadrilateral ABCD, is cyclic by converse of cyclic quadrilateral theorem. Next, the next one, in the figure, altitude YZ and XT of triangle WXT intersects at point P. Prove that WZPT is cyclic quadrilateral and points XZTY are concyclic. Okay. Now altitude means it is perpendicular. Fine. So the angles forming at the point of contact will be 90 degree, right? So here angle WZP is equal to angle WTP. WZP and WTP is equal to 90 degree. Now their sum will be equal to 180 degree. Fine. So by converse of cyclic quadrilateral, the given quadrilateral, that is quadrilateral WZPT, is cyclic. Okay. Now here the next thing, question number 2 of it, we have to prove that it is concyclic. Now two angles so forming are 90 degree. Okay, and they are subtended on the line XY. Fine. So the angles are on the same side of line xy. So by the definition of concyclic points, point x, z, t, y are concyclic. I hope I'm clear. We are moving to the next problem now. The next problem is seventh problem, in which the figure measure of arc NS is given to us as 125 degree. Measure arc EF is given to us as 37 degree. Okay, it is based on the activity that we have performed before starting the exercise. Find the measure of angle NMS. And here we start with the solution. Measure arc NS is 125. Measure arc EF is equal to 37. So angle NMS has its vertex in the exterior of the circle and intercept arc EF and NS. So therefore measure of angle NMS is equal to half measure arc NS minus measure arc EF. So that is equal to half 125 minus 37, half into 88, that is equal to 44. Therefore measure angle NMS is equal to 44 degree. Last problem. So the last problem, chord AC and DE is given to us, which intersects each other at point B. Angle ABE is given to us as 108. Measure arc AE is given to me as 95, and we are supposed to find measure arc DC. Okay, now measure arc AE is 95, measure angle ABE is 108. Now here the vertex of angle ABE lies in the interior of the circle and intercepts arc AE, and vertically opposite angle DBC intercepts arc DC. Okay, so angle ABE will be equal to half measure arc AE plus measure arc DC. So measure angle ABE is given to us as 108. So 108 is equal to half in bracket 95 plus measure arc DC. Now that 2 will go to the other side. So 108 into 2 equal to 95 plus measure arc DC. Now 108 into 2 is 216. 216 minus 95 will give me measure arc DC. Therefore measure of arc DC is equal to 1 to 1. That is 121. So here we end up with the exercise. Hope you all have understood. If you have any comments or queries, please mention it in the comment box. Thank you.